Okay, so today we're going to be changing a fluid master and the flapper inside of an older toilet. So you got to shut your water line off like I did here. Disconnect your water line. And this tool actually comes in a kit. You can use a pair of pliers or your hand for the most part. Right there you can see that this tool would work perfectly. So it goes right on there. Oh, that's actually really nice. Gonna have a little bit of water dripping out because there's always a little bit of water left in the bottom of the tank. So on the new one, there we go. Let's get this open real quick. Okay, so the new one comes with a couple different things. First, you have your fluid master, which, I mean, it's a lot better than that guy there. You have the little clip, which is going to go here. You hook your hose up from here to the new fluid master for the water to go back through to fill your bowl up. So it comes with this piece as well, which is for your water line. As you can see here, we don't really need it. It could probably use a new seal. Yeah, that's the old seal right there that just turned my fingers black. So that's no good. It does come with a new seal right there in the middle, and this outside seal is going to go on here. I'm going to try to set this up so you can see everything happen together at once here. Don't know if that's going to work, but we're going to give it a shot. Give me 1 second. Okay, so you're not going to see a whole lot of this, but this piece here, we've already taken the bottom off. So on this one, you want to slide your new seal on, like so. And I like to line this up with this side facing the back of the tank. So there's a little bit of water, like I said, in here. So the best practice is to do it quick, or put a bowl down there to catch stuff. Grab a towel if you need it afterwards to clean that up. Put your new piece on. Super easy. If you have a pair of pliers, use that. Or if you have this tool, line it up. Wow. That makes a big difference with that. That tool is really handy. I don't recommend it if you're not doing this on a daily basis, but for a one-time use, pair of pliers is perfectly fine. Now, here's the fun part. This piece here, which comes with most of them, is going to be what gets replaced here. Try to do this one-handed, which is going to be awesome. We'll switch hands here. You got to line it up about so. Normally you can get it to push down in there. There we go. That way the threads are still showing. Then you gotta get that to line back up there. Which this tool make sure that's lining up straight on there, because if not, like so, you see that's kind of crooked. It might catch. There it goes. And you can hand tighten that. Normally you don't have to go overly tight. There's no reason. Rubber seal's in there for a reason. Like so. Okay, then up here you can see where I like this towards the back. It gives us enough space to do its job. Now, once you get everything hooked up, you can actually adjust right here. the water level and how high the tank fills up. But my next part, we're going to pull this guy out of here since that's no good now. Okay, and then this would go from here to down there on that little nipple. But it's an awfully long piece of hose. You don't really need all of that. Here's my knife. So I'm going to cut this real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, you can see I cut it real quick with a knife, razor blade, whatever you got handy. So your piece is going to go on right here, like so. And then you want to bring it up to this. Now depending on the setup that you got, some of these sit higher, some of these sit lower. So sometimes you may need to cut quite a bit off or none at all. Of course, it wants to be a pain, so if you just pull it off, see if I can't do this, like so. That might work. See that piece there? Just slides right into each other. Super easy. Okay. And then this piece here you normally want to have of course I'm left-handed. It'd make more sense with my left hand. See. So this piece goes here, which our water's going to flow up through. Make sure there's no kinks in that. You don't really want kinks. The shape like that's okay. Honestly, it's not going to cause any issues. Now, as far as the flapper goes, got the Corky brand here. It's universal. So, after you got your package open there, you can see where the old one is. And you can see that chain was never shortened. It's a good idea to cut that chain shorter because you do not need all of that. So it's got little clips on the bottom there. They pop up. Super simple. Comes out. You can tell it's pretty rough shape. Move that over. You can feel down here a lot of the sediment build up. You can actually see it even, for that matter. So if you got something to scrub it off with, just something to run. I use my knife a little bit. If you think this is dirty doing this job, this is not. This is one of the least dirty jobs that we have as maintenance. Once you got that done, you can drop your new piece in. And it's got these here, so it's rubber compared to that hard plastic. Slide it on the one side, slide it on the other, and so this is for your handle, which is broke. So I'm gonna have to go get a new handle. Maybe not. Maybe I can tighten that up. And those are reverse threads on that. So let me see if I can tighten that up real quick. And if not, I'll be right back. So I did go get a handle. On this one here, you can see clearly that it's broke. I mean, it's no good. So these are reverse threads. So if I go, technically from the back, it'd be righty-tighty, and I'm going right, but it's loosening up. Of course, it's a bit of a pain one-handed. Pull that out. Brought two handles with me. You can see this one here is the same style. It's metal. Got a plastic as well. So normally, there's not much of a difference with these, to be honest. I mean, as far as quality and stuff, of course, but you could probably use either one. Typically, a handle isn't something you're going to run into that's broken or having problems. So I'm going to loosen this guy up real quick and show you putting it back in. Alright, so you can see it's got a square. Here, let's see if I can turn that off more. Yeah, It's got a square shape to it, which typically lines up with that hole to an extent. Just want to slide it through. And with this being in the way, just pop it out of the way like that. And that's pretty simple. Just like that. So now you take your new piece here. If you get that pop in and hold, that square shape will hold it just like it needs to be. Slide that on. Okay. And like I said, it's reverse threads. No, it's a little close for that. Do 1 second here. One hand is killing me. Okay, and once again, honestly, you can just hand tighten this. There's no reason to go overkill. Water doesn't get up beyond this point or even past it. You can kind of see where the water line is. Typically here. We'll put this piece back on. So it's out of the way. Got our handle. See, with the square shape in it, it doesn't go very far beyond that point. Then just go back down to here, which is our chain. You can see if we hook it like that, it would be entirely too long, and typically it gets caught underneath the flapper. So you can pull this piece off and move it down. You can even cut the chain or just let the extra hang down. Okay, now that I've shortened it, basically I just put the hook at a lower spot in the chain. I don't need to cut this excess off because it's not going to get in the way. On there you can see a little hole. You got your little clip and it slips right on there. Let's see if I can't switch hands real quick. Normally, like I said, it's easier two-handed instead of one-handed, but I'll get my hand on there just right. Okay, hold on. Alright, that's pretty much it, to be honest. You can see the chain's good. Got a new fluid master. I'll show you how to adjust the water. So, we're turning it back on. And we've tightened that up plenty already. And this one as well. Don't need to go super overly tight, there's no reason. So you can see it starts filling up, and the way this works is a float. So it floats up to a point and stops. I'm going to try not to have that in the way of that float either. And see what happens if that gets kinked. Like I said earlier, don't let it kink. Now it's just coming out of here and not here. Okay, so you can see the bowl is filled up now. This right here, see if you can see what it says. So it actually says tank water. So you can actually turn this. Actually, there's a plus and minus. Right there, there's a minus on the right, plus on the left. And all you do is you can adjust it. So as it flushes, so adjust it to where you think you would need it, flush it again, kind of watch that water level to see if you want to use a little bit less, just lower it down so the float comes up quicker. It's got threads down there on the bottom of it. Yeah, you can see them there. Pretty simple, pretty easy process. And once you're all done, you can flush it, make sure it tests good. Put the tank back on, the tank lid back on, of course. Okay, so there's a plastic handle that we didn't use. Of course, you're going to have a few parts left over. Just the flapper right here, fluid master. This we don't really need because we're not taking that line apart. That's pretty much it. Just clean your mess up once you're all finally done. flushes great. You can hear it starting to fill up. All in all, it's nice and good, really easy to do. Save yourself quite a bit of money by going out and buying the parts that you would need to do this without hiring a plumber that charges you outrageous. Just a little bit of patience, you'll have no problem doing this within 5-10 minutes. If you have any questions, just let me know. I know this wasn't the greatest informational video, but at least give you the rundown and the basics on how to do this. So if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. And or want to see something else, how to do repair wise or anything like that, adjustments, let me know and I can show you through the video on even my own home, and we'll go from there. Appreciate it, guys.